How do? Welcome back to another challenge with the Facebook group at Collabers. This challenge was set by Tom O'Neill, so I'll pass you over to Tom for the details.
Hello everybody. First of all, I'd like to thank you for taking part in this challenge. What I thought we could do is actually strip our digital cameras back to the days of film photography. You've got to set your camera to Jpeg. You've got to set the settings in camera.
Whoa. What was that?
You've got to set your camera to Jpeg.
Now I need to point out right now that it's 10 years since I last shot in Jpeg. I've always been a RAW shooter. Anyway, let's carry on.
You've got to set the settings in camera as if they are the film. Like your ISO is going to be a set ISO. In the days of film, you'd have an ISO 100, 200, etc. Just like you do with a modern day digital camera. Another thing that you can't change is the picture sharpness, saturation, basically the picture profile in the camera, depending which camera you're using. Now, some of the more advanced film cameras did have exposure compensation, but for the most part I'd like to work it as if it's a consumer level camera. So we're going to stick to aperture and shutter speed being the only two things you can really modify during the challenge. Now, the only other caveat is that you can't edit the images. The only time they can touch the computer is to be put into the video or to put onto your various social media. Another thing about film photography is you'd have 36 exposures maximum per roll of film. So for this challenge you can take as many photographs as you like, up to 36. Additional to that, just have fun.
Oh, I think we'll have fun, Tom. I've come back this morning to our Aperture call and Skipperth Common, and what I've elected to do is go with Fujifilm's Acros profile, mainly because I think because of the harsh conditions here, I think the black and white will be better suited, and I do love the Acros profile anyway. Got the ISO locked down at 200. Don't know whether you can make that out. Maybe not. Don't want to focus. And I'll be shooting mainly with the 1855, but I've got my Samyang. That's it, Samyang 12mm with me. Probably use that as well. I've also got the 55-200 with me should any opportunity present itself. I've elected to go with a 24 exposure film roll, purely because I do intend showing you all the exposures I take today, the good, the bad and the ugly. So I think we better get on with it. Just to be completely transparent, I am saving the RAW files as well as the JPEGs, just on the off chance that there's anything worth salvaging among it. But the images you see at the end of the video will be just the JPEGs taken straight out of camera. Well, it's now 6 days later. I'm afraid the heat just got too much for me. I had to pack up and go home. I'm not a sun worshipper by any stretch of the imagination. As I was saying, the images you see will be straight out of camera, The only time they'll touch the computer is to be put into Premiere Pro to create the video. There won't be no editing at all, but I am saving the raw files, just in case. Given the history of RAF Recall, I've decided to put the Samron back in its bag, and I've put the 35 1.4 on the camera. I think the wider aperture and the shallow depth of field will really help with the atmosphere of the place. I'm still locked down at ISO 200. I've no exposure compensation dialed in at all. The only thing I will be changing, I've got it set to shutter priority, so the only thing I'll be changing during this challenge will be the aperture. I don't intend taking the 35mm off the camera, and the majority will be shot at 35mm handheld. I've got the tripod with me, but I don't expect I'll be getting it out. That fun you mentioned, Tom, this is proving more difficult than I anticipated. There's so much to photograph, but every image just seems to be almost the same. Now, I have heard tales that this place is haunted. Obviously, I don't believe in such rubbish. Well, I'm going to call that it for this challenge. Hopefully the images will go some way to bring out the atmosphere of RAF Recall. Please do take the time to check out all the channels of everybody that took part in this challenge. The links are in the description below. So I'd just like to thank you for watching, and we'll see you again next time. Goodbye.